Hello. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I am a guy from a place. Charm City Bipper, Quis The Vndl, Marquis is the name my mama gave me. And I am here in a moment, no different than the one before this one, and truly no different than the one that will come after. I'm here. And I am coming to another space of reflection yet again in my journey. Last night, I was able to do my first yoga class. It was quite a moment. A moment I'm very grateful for, very appreciative to Sacred House, Maryland, and all that they do within my community. I'm grateful for being able to hold space with the individuals who showed up for my first class. I had my own self-judgment. I had my own inability to surrender, my own moments of perfectionism. I had such a high energy going into it, and I had to check in with what that feeling was. Was it nervousness? Was it excitement? It was so much in that moment. I was coming to the realization that I'm living within the prayers that I put out. I'm living in a space a year later. Like I started a year ago. I started my yoga journey and I started my teacher training at the top of January. And here I am teaching a year later, teaching my first class in a space that I found out about because of a random moment in the summer. And it is just surreal. It was heavy, but like I said, I'm grateful and looking forward to all that the space has to offer and all that I'm able to bring to the space and all that I'm allowed to bring to the space. So, as I said, I'm in a moment. I'm reflective. I am sitting with a couple of things that I took notes of. Don't have too many doors open. Don't don't get spread too thin um by your decisions. Sometimes we're giving our word out and spreading ourselves further than we can cover. The further we spread, the less we're covering in a beneficial way. I'm realizing that I'm best served maximizing my energy in specific directions. And I was given that advice by a very wise person. Eventually, I hope to have them on this podcast and in this space. But as I said, it's something that I'm continuing to be conscious of and allowing myself the grace to not be perfect, allowing myself the grace to improve. And I'm grateful for the critiques I got, right? I'm grateful for the correction because it was done with love. And as I said, it was so much, so much. It was so, oh, I'm having, mm, get that. The body is talking to me. But I have so much that I'm conscious of in this moment. I was just floating through the summer. I was just doing my teacher training. I was just um like in the space of being lost. And I had to be lost to find myself. I had to um go through pain to enjoy the peace. Like I was talking to somebody the other day. I was just like, it's not perfect. It's not going to be perfect, and you're not going to outrun feelings. You're not going to outrun hurt. We are not going to get to this magical space. It can be magical, but it will be a moment. And recognizing that pain is temporary allows us to free ourselves from the burdens it can bring. Happiness can be temporary. Um, it's gonna last as long as we allow it to, but it's all fleeting. And the attachments we have to these different things at times can be to our detriment. So, coming back to the different notes I had, um, it's not a bad thing to have tough conversations, and there's more benefit than detriment to having tough conversations. The things that we're afraid to talk about need to be talked about. I have also sat with it being all right to change. It is completely all right to change. Change oftentimes is a good thing. Change can be confusing. Change can be uncertain. Change can look like instability, but that is what life is. Life is not as stable as we would like it to be in the idealisms that come up in our mind. Life is constantly changing, constantly evolving. If it isn't changing, that's problematic. Things that don't change fade away. So if you're changing, you have to recognize the beauty in it. You have to accept it. Lean into it. Lean into those feelings. That's really what I had to do yesterday. I had to lean into those feelings. And I'm just grateful that I have a start. I have a space to start in. And it's like I said, it's just so awesome to sit with. And so beautiful. It's all right to change. And another thing that sits with me is there are things that I wanted to be, there were things that I wanted to have. And now that I'm getting them, I'm recognizing the benefits of the changes I made that I didn't understand or truly see the full value of until now. So it's like sometimes we're like, I want to be this type of person. I want to be disciplined. And there's a change that comes across your plate that you're unwilling to make. But that change will be necessary for you to manage discipline. There will be certain things that have to be left behind. I'm big on this. You will benefit more from doing less, reducing your workload, reducing the things that you do, than you will adding new things to your plate. Oftentimes, people ask me, how can you eat healthy? How do you eat healthy? It's so expensive to eat healthy. And I'm sitting with the reality that some people believe you can still go buy the unhealthy snacks and add healthy snacks on top of it. Sure, you could do that, but your budget is exploding. You got $7 chips, and you got $7 potato chips, and then you got $8 sweet potato chips, and you got um you got your real fruits and veggies, and you also got cookies and cream, ice cream, and all of these other random things that we've put into our groceries cart, and we've kept on our grocery list longer than we have to. And these things are not necessary. They're not absolutely needed, but they're things that we've done so much that we don't see what life is like without it. That's where the change comes in. You got to let these things go. You can't carry everything that you had in your past into the spaces you want to be, or you desire to be in, or you intend to be in, because they won't fit. Certain things do not fit the lifestyle that you are envisioning. And some things may just have to leave for the season to get to where you want to be. Maybe putting like I'll be straight up. I had to put ice cream to the side when I was doing my journey, my early fitness journey. It just was what it was. Now I can eat ice cream and I won't have the same, it won't have the effect on me that it had on me before. The ice cream was making me complicit in my journey to the bed to watch that Netflix series. And like I had to put the Netflix series up because it became a distraction. Now if I watch a Netflix series, I also got things in my life that are working to my benefit. So this Netflix series isn't distracting me from those things because those things are going to happen regardless. Allow the things to work with you and recognize that when you're in a space you don't want to be in, just about everything is working against you. If it's distracting you from where you're trying to go, it's working against you. So really wide thought, really energized, and again grateful And as I say, this is what we make it. It's all right to change. Get it done. It don't gotta be perfect. Just breathing makes it worth it. Like it's so much to be had, you know. I just all of that and then some. As I always say, I'm a guy from a place. Charm City Bipper, Quis the Vndl. Marquis is the name my mama gave me. One day made better is many days made greater. I'm uplifting you to be in a world that cares. If I keep it to myself, I think that that's unfair. The joy I've been given is best when shared. Visionaries never die, legends survive through the seeds we sow daily. We get better with time. I'm wishing you peace, prosperity, and many, many blessings. Enjoy this day you've been given. Peace. Take me higher. I just wanna feel